Hi, I'm Michael Byrne. You know, in 17 years of doing tile work, I very rarely run across situations where the job site is built around the tile. Instead, there are a number of problems that I have to deal with. Walls that are out of plumb, something like this window here that's just slightly off center, and then a pony wall here which can get a little complicated. Now, there may be as many different ways of setting walls as there are tile setters, but I found that these two samples here represent the most logical choices for either the professional or the do-it-yourselfer. Now, the thin set method here starts with the drywall nailed or screwed to the studs. Then to that, I've laminated a piece of backer board using the thin set adhesive. And then to waterproof this setting bed, I've laminated a layer of the waterproofing membrane. And finally, we have the last layer of thin set and then the tile itself. The thick bed method has its own different kinds of layers. It too begins with the drywall screwed or nailed to the studs. But in this case, the waterproofing membrane is underneath of the setting bed. We have a layer of 15-pound felt paper that's held to the drywall with a combed out layer of asphalt gum. When that's in place, I install a layer of reinforcing wire, which in this case is poultry netting. Then I can float the mortar bed. And once it has set up, I can comb out the thin set adhesive and then stick the tiles on. There's an alternative method. It's actually more basic than this one. It's using the backer board, but this time the backer board is applied directly to the stud using screws or galvanized roofing nails. And you can see that I brought the backer board up just below the point where the tiles will stop. And in this case, since the backer board is flush with the drywall here, I've used the surface bullnose here to trim out the field. Now in this tape, I'm going to be concentrating on the mortar bed method. First of all, I like it. It's fun for me and it gives me control of the setting surface. Regardless of how out of plumb these walls are, I can make them right. This pony wall, which I know to be plumb, is going to be covered with the backer board. Now here's an overview of the procedures we'll be covering in the rest of the tape.